Bullying, something that 1 in 2 people will experience in their whole lifetime. 44% of people who are victims of bullying ended up with depression. There are different versions of bullying, from cyberbullying, physically, and also verbally. The tip you're about to see is how bullying took place in my life, and what I did to prevent it from affecting me. When I was 14, I was a victim of bullying. Having a different hobby compared to everyone else just kind of singled me out to everyone. I used to sit in my room, record YouTube videos and upload them. People would comment what they wanted to comment. You know, I didn't know any of these people. If I did, I don't think I'd be that brave to stand up for myself, because, you know, what I did at the time I was passionate about, but I don't think I wasn't that brave enough to stand up for myself at the time, and I just didn't think I had the power to think my thoughts. I used to upload a video almost every day, and people would just make different accounts, dislike the video, leave hate comments. And the worst thing is I don't know who any of these people are. They're all anonymous. They use different names all the time. Being told to kill myself endless amounts of time, being told I'm not worth anything. All because I uploaded like a 5-minute video of me playing a game. In my opinion, I think it is pathetic, but people think differently. People might think it's funny. Things like that can really damage a person. I never let it get to me because I don't really see a point in it. I think the most important thing is just to talk to someone, just to get it out there, just look, open up to someone. Don't be scared. People have experienced it in the past. It is all down to just being a big person and taking it in. Just don't bottle it up, because as soon as you start bottling it up, that's when it gets tougher and tougher. Talk to your mum, talk to your dad, talk to your teachers. It doesn't matter who. Just the sooner the better. It's okay to be different. It really is. I think the main cause of bullying is?
One of the things I think that we have to be clear about is exactly what bullying is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we find that a child feels they're being bullied when they're actually being teased.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's a one-off, and therefore we can deal with that as a one-off. If it's ongoing, then it becomes bullying.
Yeah.
And very often that's because the perpetrator, the bully, has actually got some insecurities themselves, is very unhappy.
Yep.
They're finding that really hard to cope with, and then they tend to take it out on you know, another student, which is really unfair, isn't it?
Yeah.
But from my experience, Toby, that is one of the main reasons. And sadly, the sort of students who are prone to become bullies tend to look for students who are in some way a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, and we're all different, aren't we?
Yeah.
But sometimes they seek out students who've maybe got a vulnerability about them, maybe about the way they look, or their hobbies, or something to do with their family. And sadly, they tend to sort of hone in.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll ever get better?
I'd like to say yes, because I'm an optimistic person.
Yeah.
I think that as a school, we have a culture where the bullies cannot continue to bully.
Yeah.
And I think that we have developed a culture here where every student understands they have a responsibility to be respectful and supportive towards their peers. So I think that I think there are lessons that those students learn while they're in school. So I hope that when they leave us, Toby, they are better individuals, and that they understand fully their responsibilities towards each other. And it is about that respect, isn't it? And very often I find myself saying to students, well, if you can't get on with that person, just, you know, don't go near them, just leave them alone, stick to your own friends. But, you know, we as you remember for when you were here, we expect our students to be polite and courteous to each other.
Do you think students are scared to open up about their problems?
I think some students will always be too scared and tend to bottle their issues up. But we encourage them here to talk about it. I think we are a very safe school. The parents and students always feed back to us that they feel safe and their children feel safe in school and they're happy to come to school. And we always make sure that children know who they can go and talk to if they've got a problem and not to bottle it up. And also we have an online reporting system, Confidential, which you probably remember, called Sharp, which is used regularly. And Mr. Walters picks up those messages and deals with them. And I think that as a staff we're very, very approachable, and the children know that they can come and talk to us. They're not afraid of us. You know, we're not a school where teachers shout. We're a school where we smile, we listen, we care, we show an interest in...
What as a school do you do to help prevent bullying and like help students who are being bullied?
I think the first thing is the online reporting system, and that I think it's quite rare that I don't think there are many schools that actually have that system. So we're really pleased with how that works, and parents use it, students use it, sometimes the staff will use it as well. So that's the first thing. I think the other thing that is special about us is that we do take we know our students very, very well. The heads of year here are teachers, so they know the students, they know the families, so they work hard, they remember everything. I don't know how they do it actually, Toby. Those heads of year work really hard, and they stay well into the evening. Sometimes they're here longer than I am, so they work hard to make sure that the right information is delivered to the right people at the right time.
Yeah, certainly.
We have counsellors, we have people who are trained in emotional health and well-being, and we have an emotional health and well-being centre now, which we didn't have when you were here, where students can go if they have any problems. Sometimes they're just having a bit of a wobble on one day. Sometimes there are issues that are much more deep-seated that they want to talk about, which are generally confidential unless they involve any safeguarding, situations where we have to actually, take some action. So I think it is about us as people being approachable, and that, for children who feel maybe at home unlistened to, at least they can come into school and they can come and talk, and that we give them time. And because we all know that if you're carrying any sort of emotional problems or emotional baggage, you don't learn as well either, do you? If something happens at home over breakfast in the morning, you come in and that's going to affect your learning as well.
Definitely.
So, we give that time. We really place great value on making sure that students feel safe, they feel happy, they know who to go and talk to, and that we follow it up. We don't just deal with it and tick it off, but we will go back to that child, we go back to that family to say, how was that? Is it okay? Has there been any?
I want to talk about charity. Ditch the Label. Ditch the Label is a charity who helps victims of bullying who have been damaged in the past and they're still recovering. It's never too late to get in touch. Please don't be scared. Go to www.ditchlabel.org for more information.